Good morning and welcome to Real Talk with Tamara. As you guys come into the room, please hit the like button. Also, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. I hope that you guys are doing okay. I know that I am. I always express the importance of hitting the like button because the like button helps to keep the video on the algorithm. So, like, share, subscribe, comment, all of those good things, okay? Want you guys to know that I appreciate you so much, all that you all do. Um, I do. I appreciate you so much. Okay. I wanted to talk about finesse two times. I'll make sure you put some respect on my moderators' names, okay? Because they are the gatekeepers of the chat, and they help to keep the evil ones. They help to get them out, okay? They help to get them out. But there's been a lot of controversy about finesse two times and things that he said, about the vloggers and things of that nature. And a lot of vloggers are feeling a certain way because it was the vloggers that, made Finesse Two Times relevant. Even though he was talented, we're not trying to take the talent. I think people they got the issues confused. They feel like because they got the talent, it is them that I did this. God gave me this talent. Yeah, but God put other people in places to make you relevant because there's a lot of people with talent that nobody knows about and is not getting the buzz and is not interesting rather. And so, when he was talking about he put that negative energy into the atmosphere, a lot of people felt a certain way because with Finesse two times, I said from the very start, I was very supportive of Finesse two times. We bigged him up when people was wanting to call him snitch and talk about him and talk about his mother and all that. We was blocking him like 40 going north, because I was a very big fan of Finesse two times, very supportive of him. Felt like he was one of the biggest things to come out of Memphis, okay? And I wanted to see him do well because I know he had been sitting in that jail and he seemed to have had a hunger. Kind of had put me in the mind of Tupac when he got out, the vultures immediately because I guess they knew, that he was going to, they saw the raw talent, he was going to get out and make noise. They immediately wanted to try, wanted to attach themselves to him so that they can hijack a lot of that money that they knew he was going to have coming in. And I thought that was one of the worst things. He already had mob ties, which was not good. But to go and sign to Moneybag, who he had been having issues with, who allegedly is a known snake, okay, he had voiced a lot of stuff about, Moneybag stealing his style and stuff like that. And a lot of people from around the Memphis area had confirmed that, and vouched for the reason he was so angry. And so when he went and signed with them, I was like, oh man, I knew that Jay Prince Jr. had been put there to lure him into doing that. I figured that they was working together so that they can keep their thumb on him, right? Even though Moneybag is talented, Finesse two times really is supposed to be a bigger artist than Moneybag. Moneybag is talented. When Finesse said that Moneybag got his stole, he taught him his flow. I was able to connect that. I was like, I believe that. Although Moneybag is talented, Finesse two times, uh, Finesse two times has more raw talent, okay, than Moneybag, right? And so he put that out there, knowing how crazy it is that people need to kill vloggers, the people that make him relevant. Because a smart person knows publicity, good or bad, is good. Okay, that's the reason why they had the National Enquirer and all of that. Um, for many years, when the National Enquirer was putting out stuff, we never, even in that day, heard about people talking about putting hits on the National Enquirer, right? Um, I think that was absolutely irresponsible to use his platform to say something like that. And he still has not recanted that, right? Because of the vloggers and their keen eye. Um and there are a lot of vloggers that's with the shit, but it still works out for him, you know. when they talk about him. But you know, I think that is messed up. I think that is sad, you know. But when we felt like they was getting ready to put him in a chokehold, because I always believed that they was wanting to backdoor him. Okay, that they was wanting to backdoor him, and because a lot of vloggers was digging and looking into that and had their eyes on that, it made them. I feel like it's a lot of stuff that these folks they've been doing as far as backdooring these artists and getting them knocked off and stuff, because these vloggers know what's going on and have been talking about it and bringing attention to it. They have not done it, right? And so with Finesse two times know that there has been problems. Finesse is not crazy. He see what these people, okay, he could feel it. He's around these folks, and I know he had to play good, but he could see the snake stuff. So it didn't shock me where I saw that he just posted 9 minutes ago, betrayal all around me. It's just a matter of time. Okay. It's just a matter of time. And that's something that he posted on his Facebook page about 9 minutes ago. Okay. And so, when he was sitting up talking about, that while they taking out rappers, they need to take out vloggers, putting that negativity into the atmosphere, the people that have made him relevant. Okay. Because raw talent alone can't do it. You need the media. People know the importance of the media, right? And so I was saying then, Finesse two times got bigger fish to fry. Why would he be putting that negativity out into the atmosphere as it relates to the media? And I'm sure he was talking about the black media because they dare not do anything to the white media. Trust me, when he said it, I knew that the white medias was excluded and they could give a f less about them. Okay. And so him posting that, I mean, he just posting what everybody had been saying. It is the media's that has been bringing attention to the snake stuff. Okay. And the reason I believe that they had not went ahead and tried to collect that insurance money off of him. I'm talking about the people that's around him that was snakes from the very beginning, right? So, when I saw that, I was like, that's interesting. That's very interesting, instead of being mad at the vloggers, he need to understand when some of these vloggers, especially these bigger vloggers like Jake 90 or whoever he is, put stuff out. These people with big platforms work with these record labels. He was a little disgruntled around the time all of that bad publicity started to come out about him. I mean, you gotta think, below the surface, okay? So he needs to understand that when you start talking about real big platforms, they work with record labels and people around them to put out negative information about them, especially when he was disgruntled and posting on YouTube. It wasn't, I mean, it was the people around him that was paying these folks. I didn't feel like it was I didn't feel like it was a coincidence that when every time he had a show, something bad was happening. It was something going on. Okay. There are crises actors. There are people that are paid to go and cause commotion and things of that nature. Okay, you disgruntled, you gonna put it out there. We're gonna make sure if something, it seems like something is happening, because they know the way people think. Every time you go to a Finesse two times concert, okay, we ain't gonna go to the concert. That messes with your money. And those are the things that people around you that think that they made you, although you already had the talent, do. And so that's why the media is important to bring attention to this, okay? Because they watch this stuff, they research, and they know what's going on. They able to get little tips from people that's connected to the folks that's doing it, right? So when he said that, I was like, well, he got bigger fish to fry. And the bigger fish are the snakes that's around him. It ain't not the media. Because I feel like the media has kept him alive, calling out the snakes that are in his circle that's been ready to put them knives. There's already got more knives in his back than Julius Caesar. Okay. So I found that interesting. I'm sure something else has happened. Why he would go and sign with Moneybag, I don't know. I don't know why he did it. Moneybag is it looks at Finesse as his competitor. And him and Gotti and them are not happy. Okay. That Finesse is really, outsells Moneybag and does better than Moneybag. Okay. And then the fact that he, was going in on and putting that information out about him. Men normally, when they get angry about stuff, especially men like that, they don't forgive. They don't. They just wait for the opportunity to snake you. Okay. And so, yeah, when I saw that, I was like, I'm gonna do a little short video on that while he talking about the media. This is why the media is important. Okay, because like I said, them people around him, even though he making good money, I mean, they've helped to mess up his they've helped to mess up his credibility and his what's the word that I'm looking for? Because Finesse had he had a sizzle. He was flaming when he first came out. He was blazing. The vlogs was loving it. They was rooting for him. And then when he went and got with them folks and made up, and which people can be cordial, that put a fizzle on his sizzle. It did. And that I'm sure they all had gotten together and decided that it was gonna do that to him. And the reason why I feel like he's so mad is because he knows it. Okay. So I think Finesse two times older vlogs are whether it's good publicity or bad publicity. I think he owed the vloggers, especially those that have really been the ones that help to keep the snakes around him from putting that last knife to his neck, okay, and finalize getting that insurance money and stuff. Because it is vloggers like us that called it out with the FBI and stuff being on here watching it, paying close attention to it. That's the reason why they talk negatively about vloggers. But it is us that's really been helping him, and whether he want to believe it or not, helping to keep him alive. Because them snakes been wanting to collect. Especially when they found out that he wasn't really ready to play ball and wasn't gonna hold his mouth. Finesse two times don't know how to he don't know how to hold his mouth on stuff. So when he gets mad, we know that just by watching him. He gonna put it out there. He ain't gonna fake, and they don't like that, right? So whatever issues they've had in the past, they hadn't got past that. They still look at him as a wild card because they can't get him to conform. So whether he knows it or not, them very people around him, yeah, they grinning with him because they making more money off of his talent than he is. Okay. But they know he is a wild card. They can't get him to conform. They're not going to be able to control him 100%. So whether he knows it or not, he's still a problem. It's the vloggers that have been keeping them vultures around him that's up off his ass. Okay. So when he finished, and of course they would love to take some of these vloggers out that would get on their platform and talk about how they took him out and got the insurance money. Okay. Yeah, no, they don't want that out, but they know a lot of vloggers be on top of that stuff. Okay. So Finesse, whether you know it or not, it's the vloggers that's helping you to stay out here and keeping them snakes, because we're not the problem. Because you ought to take bad publicity and show them that they wrong and laugh about it and keep going. But when they start getting real personal, like 1090 Jake did, you better know it is because vloggers like that are they work with record labels. Okay. And I'm not saying Jake doing it, but I'm just saying that's record labels, and the music industry always secretly pay vloggers with real big followings, like in the millions, to do their dirty work for them. Okay. Because they know once they start putting it out and getting numbers, the smaller vloggers are going to follow just for the numbers. But it takes strong vloggers like I myself. I have to say I'm the last of it. I'm one of the, what do they say, the last Mohicans or whatever, that's got her own mind, that say, no, you're not gonna bring your ugly ass up in my chat and tell me what to do. I don't know nothing about that. If he did tell the police, good. Okay. So, like I said, hey, it's not surprising to me that he put that out, but see, he been knowing, like I said, the vloggers ain't the problem. The people that's around him that look at him as being a problem is the problem that's snaking him. That already he's starting to see it. He been starting to see it because they signed him and they already had an agenda, right? But anyways, I find it interesting. Okay. I ain't worried about nobody's, about what he said, because child, I got the blood of Jesus around me. But anyways, I want you guys to please like, share, and subscribe. If you would like to support the channel, you can definitely support the channel via Cash App. Talk with you later.